A mother and her boyfriend are facing murder charges after a child's body was found in a pond in Mississippi. A resident called police last Friday morning regarding a 5-year-old boy who had come to their front door. The special needs non-verbal child couldn't share where he was from, but with the help of deputies, they were able to locate his mother about an hour later. When authorities found the boy's mother, 25-year-old Brooke Mallet, she was gone. She was with her boyfriend, 22-year-old John Walker, and they were unaware. They had no idea that their 5-year-old son with special needs, a non-verbal child, they had no idea that he had gone missing. Whilst deputies were speaking with the mother, they realized that a 3-year-old boy was also missing. The mother and the mother's boyfriend had no idea that either of their 2 children were missing. Deputies began to look for the 3-year-old boy. Drones were also put into use, and tragically they found the 3-year-old's body in a pond. First responders were able to administer CPR, but tragically, 3-year-old boy was pronounced dead. The child's mother and boyfriend were arrested. Both were charged with murder. Authorities said this doesn't mean that they deliberately killed the child, but their alleged inactions led to the child's death. The 5-year-old boy has since been taken into care by Child Protective Services. So it is a tragedy. A 3-year-old boy has died, discovered in a pond. His mother and the mother's boyfriend had no idea that he nor his brother were missing. There is a blessing, and that is that the 5-year-old boy who went wandering through the local neighborhood knocked on a stranger's front door. Thankfully, that boy was safe, and somewhat thankfully is now in the care of Child Protective Services. Obviously, that's not the ideal situation, but seemingly, clearly, it's a lot better than being in the care of his mother, Brooke Mallet, 25 years of age, and the mother's boyfriend, 22-year-old John Walker. I normally say, and I will say, full condolences to the family and friends of the deceased 3-year-old boy. I'm not necessarily including the mother and the boyfriend in that, but I presume that there are other family members that were caring for the 2 boys that are caring for the 5-year-old to some degree. And then I'm just going to throw in a bit of speculation. How could this have happened? How can parents or a mother and the boyfriend be in the care of 2 children and not know that either of them have gone missing? How can that happen? I can think of a couple of possibilities, but one is almost certainly the case in my opinion. Drugs. They clearly couldn't have been in an aware state. They weren't of clear mind. Perhaps there was a medical thing going on, or, the simple answer is drugs. My guess, and this is sheer speculation of course, my guess is that they were high on drugs. They'd gone on a bender, both of them out of their minds on whichever drug they choose to partake in, and that allowed the 2 boys to go wandering. The 3-year-old fell in a pond, perhaps. Don't know that for sure, but that would make sense to me. The 5-year-old wasn't in a position to assist if the 5-year-old was also there. I guess they were, but again, just a guess. All because of neglect, because the parents, or the parent, certainly the mother, wasn't acting like a parent. She was doing whatever else she was doing, which I presume is drugs. So one question, does the mother's boyfriend deserve to be facing murder charges? My knee-jerk reaction, without knowing all of the details, I would think that absolutely the mother ought to be facing severe charges with severe punishment, whether that be murder or another charge. I mean, murder means premeditation. Maybe this was premeditated. Maybe they were fully aware that if they get blotto off of drugs or alcohol, maybe they were fully aware that if they go ahead and partake in their drug of choice, that that's going to pose a danger to the children. So maybe murder is appropriate, but I would think one severe charge or another, and I think the mother definitely deserves severe punishment should she be found guilty. The mother's boyfriend, we don't know the full extent of the relationship. He's 22 years of age. We don't know how long they've been together. We don't know if the mother's boyfriend is heavily involved with the children. If he is considered their guardian, one of their guardians, then yeah, he should face the same charge, I would imagine. But I guess there's a little bit of room to say that the mother's boyfriend was less responsible than the mother. If they're not his children, if he's not the primary guardian, or if he's not a legal guardian, then I would think that his culpability is lesser in a legal sense, and that's me just completely guessing. But anyway, those are my thoughts. It is an absolute tragedy. A 3-year-old boy died needlessly, seemingly due to the neglect or alleged inactions of certainly the mother and the mother's boyfriend. Thankfully, the 5-year-old boy is now safe, but rest in peace, the 3-year-old boy. Gonna wrap things up. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and take care.